it's Julia from Katie, YOLO with Julia and Katie, sorry. Today's gonna be a different kind of video. I'm doing, basically, if you didn't get my last video, I am in the middle of being diagnosed with Tourette syndrome, or TS, or just simply Tourette's. There's many people that have this, but I just thought I should give you an explanation of basically what it is. So I have on my tablet here. There you go, my tablet shut off. On Google, I have it here. Okay, so I have it right here. Bit focus. Good enough. Okay, so it's basically a Tourette syndrome fact sheet. So I'm going to start off with, what is Tourette syndrome? Tourette syndrome, TS, is a neurological disorder characterized by repetitive, stereotyped, involuntary movements and vocalizations called tics. The disorder name is for Dr. George Gillias de la Tourette, a pioneering French neurologist who in 1885 first described the condition to an 86-year-old French noblewoman. The early symptoms of TS are typically noticed first in childhood, for me a little bit earlier. The average onset is between the ages of 3 and 9 years old. TS occurs in people from all ethnic groups. Males are affected 3 times to 4 times more often than females. The estimated that 200,000 Americans have the most severe form of TS. As many as 100 exhibit milder and less complex symptoms such as chronic motor or vocal tics. Although TS can be a chronic condition with symptoms lasting a lifetime, most people with the condition experience the worst tic symptoms in their early teens. Me, that's when I'm being diagnosed. Where did I go? Oh, here we go. Sorry. The improvement occurring in the late teens and continuing into adulthood. Okay, so that's basically the definition of Tourette's. Now I'm going to go into what are the symptoms and so on and so forth. What are the symptoms? Tics are classified as either simple or complex. Right now, it's kind of in the middle for me. Simple motor tics are sudden, brief, repetitive movements that can involve a limited number of muscle groups. If you're wondering what that was, it shows the tic. Some are more common simple tics include eye blinking and other eye movements, facial grimacing, shoulder shrugging, which I normally do. If you'll probably see me during the video going like this, or just simply doing something else. Okay. Or head or shoulder jerking. Simple vocalizations include repetitive throat clearing, sniffing, or grunting noises. Complex tics are distant, coordinated patterns or movements involving several muscle groups. Complex motor tics might include facial grimacing, combined with head twist, shoulder shrug. Other complex motor tics may actually impair purposeful, including sniffing or touching at objects, hopping, jumping, bending, or twisting. Simple vocal tics may include vocal clearing, sniffing, snorting, grunting, or barking. More complex vocal tics include words or phrases. Perhaps the most dramatic are disabling tics, include motor movements. Oh, whoa, I just shut it off. Include motor movements that result in self-harm, such as punching oneself in the face, or vocal tics including coprolalia, uttering social inappropriate words such as swearing, or echolalia, repeating words or phrases of others. However, coprolalia is only in a small number, 10 to 15%, of the individuals with TS. Some tics are preceded by an urge or sensation affected by a muscle group, commonly called premonitory urge. Some TS will describe the need to complete the tic in a certain way or a certain number of times in order to relieve the urge or decrease the sensation. Tics are often worse with excitement, anxiety, and are better during calm. Focus, activity, certain physical experiences can trigger or worsen tics. For example, tight collars may trigger neck tics, or hearing one person sniff a clear throat may trigger smaller sounds. Tics do not go away during sleep, are often significantly demolished. Okay. What are the causes of TS? Tics come and go over time, varying in type, frequency, location, and severity. The first symptoms usually occur in the head and neck area and may proceed to include muscles of the trunk and extremities. Motor tics generally precede the development of vocal tics and are simply often precede complex tics. Most patients experience peak tics severely in mid-teen years. I'm 12 right now. I'm going to be turning 13 soon, so I'm kind of in that stage. With improvement for majority of patients in the late teen years and early adulthood. Approximately 10 to 15% of those are affected with progressive or disabling course that lasts into adulthood. I think I'm going to do a part 2 or 3 to this, because, yeah, okay. But I think the last things I'm going to read are these two, and maybe I'll get into that, but that might be in the first part, or technically the second part of the first part. Anyway. Okay. Can people with TS control their tics? I can. I know I can. Like, I can calm it down when I'm in public or when I'm filming a video or whatnot. But, when I'm at home, I just let them loose because it feels better. But, yeah. Okay. Although some of the symptoms of TS are involuntary, some people can sometimes suppress, don't know that word, or otherwise manage their tics in effort to minimize their impact on functioning. However, people with TS often report a substantial buildup in tension when suppressing their tics to the point where they feel the tic must be expressed against their will. Tics in response can lead to involuntary movement, whoa, that was the wrong word. Environmental trigger can appear to voluntary or purposeful, but are not, if that makes sense. So basically what it's saying, if you don't get it, is, yes, we can control our tics. Oh, and if you don't know what tics are, it's just this, but it builds up, and you just need to do a big one in private. Like, you can go into like a corner if you're out in public. I know that's what I do if you're really embarrassed, or just do it with your family, or just do it. No one really cares. They will go or they don't care. Anyway, what causes TS? Although the cause of TS is unknown, current research points to abnormality in certain brain regions, including the basal ganglia, frontal lobes, and cortex. Search those up, because I know where they are, but I'm not explaining it because it takes way too long. The statistics that connect with these regions are neurotransmitters, dopamine. These are chemicals. The dopamine I call the happy chemical that makes you all happy and giddy. So, like, excitement. Serotonin and norepinephrine. Serotonin and norepinephrine. I think I said that wrong. Not sure though. It's kind of display them. Search them up. I know dopamine, I call it the happy chemical. Are responsible for communication along the nerve cells, commonly given to often complex presentation of TS. The cause of these disorders are likely to be equally complex. Okay, I think I may have time to read this fast. Actually, yeah, okay, I have to read it fast. Many individuals with TS experience additional neural behavior problems that often cause, this is what disorders are associated with TS. Those in themselves. Okay, all of these disorders that I'm gonna read I have except for excessive compulsive disorder or OCD. These include inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsive, which is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. I have that attention deficit part, but still the same thing. Problems with reading, writing, and arithmetic, and obsessive compulsive symptoms such as instructive thoughts, worries, and repeated behaviors. For example, worries about dirt and germs may be associated with repetitive hand washing, and concerns about bad things happening may be associated with the rhetoric behaviors such as counting, repeating, or ordering, and arguing. People with TS have reported problems with depression and anxiety disorders. I have chronic depression, and I have social anxiety plus regular anxiety. Social anxiety disorder, actually. Okay. As well as other difficulties with living that may or may not be directly related to TS. In addition, although most individuals with TS experience a significant decline in motor and vocal tics in late adolescence and early adulthood, the associated neural behavior conditions may persist. Given a range of potential complications, people with TS are best served by receiving medical care that provides comprehensive treatment plan. Okay, that's what I'm going to read for today, so please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for, actually I'm going to post all 3 of these parts today, but yeah, please like and subscribe. I'm not sure if you can comment because I know YouTube right now are disabling a bunch of people's comments, but yeah, yeah, have a good day, bye, see y'all later.